Hello students, today we are going to learn lesson number 9, heat. What is meant by heat? Heat is a form of energy. Observe and discuss. What are the causes of what you see happening in the pictures below? Write in the boxes. In the first picture, we can see continuous supply of heat increase the temperature which causes boiling of milk and cooker whistle. Second picture, higher temperature of the body than surrounding is causing the fever. Third picture, cooling of the moisture in the air due to ice cubes is causing the formation of water droplets on the outside of the glass. Fourth picture, large temperature difference between the body and the surrounding is causing the sensation of cold in person shown in picture. And last, 5 picture, higher body temperature than the surroundings is causing the buffalo to stay in cold water. Try this. Rub your palms against each other and put them on your cheeks. What do you feel? While rubbing the palms each other due to friction between them, heat energy produced so that we get warm sensation on our cheeks. In this pandemic situation, while doing this experiment, please wash your hand with hand wash. We know the sun's heat has many effects and uses. The changes in the state of matter are caused by heat. You know that thermometer is used to measure the temperature of substance. We know that heat is a form of energy. Heat can flow one place to another, which is called transfer of heat. Heat is transferred by modes called conduction, convection, and radiation. First, conduction. Now see this diagram and understand about conduction. In this experiment, we take apparatus, bars of stainless steel, aluminium and copper, a candle, a burner, pins, etc. Now, procedure. Take stainless steel, copper and aluminium bars, each about 30 centimeter long, having the same shape. Apply wax spots with the help of candle at a distance of 2 centimeter from each other. On all the 3 bars, stick a pin in each of these spots so that it is upright. Now insert the ends of all 3 bars into a flame at the same time. Observe for a while. Pins fall starting from the end near the burner. It means that transfer of heat take place from the hot end of the bar to the cold end. This transfer of heat from the hot part of an object to the cold part is called conduction of heat. The pins on the copper bar start falling first. The pins on the steel bar fall comparatively late. Heat is conducted quickly through copper. Conduction of heat through a substance depends on the property of that substance. That conduction of heat take place through a solid substance shows that a medium is required for the conduction of heat. Next experiment, convection of heat. In this experiment, we take apparatus, a beaker, potassium permanganate crystals, a burner, water, etc. Now, procedure. Take some water in a beaker, heat the beaker slowly on a gas burner. Drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate into the water. Now wash the water in the beaker carefully. What do you see? you will see streams of water going upwards and coming back to the bottom. Due to the potassium permanganate, these magenta colored, magenta means a light purple color. Streams can be identified easily when heating begins. The water near the bottom becomes warm and its density decreases. As a result, it moves upward and is replaced by cold water coming from above. What is meant by convection of heat? The process of heat transfer by convection current is called convection of heat. Now we are going to learn about the relationship between density and convection. In this experiment, we take apparatus, test tube, a piece of ice, wire gauze, a burner, a candle, etc. Now procedure. Take some water in a test tube, wrap a piece of ice in a wire gauze and drop it in the test tube. It will sink to the bottom. Now using a test tube holder, hold the test tube at a slant as shown in the figure. Heat the upper part of test tube. Stop heating when the water starts boiling. Observe the piece of ice at the bottom. The heat does not reach the bottom even though the upper part is heated. How does this happen? The density of water decreases due to heating, therefore it cannot sink and the process of convection does not occur. Now let's look into the third mode of heat, radiation. What is meant by radiation? The transfer of heat without a medium is called radiation. We see in this diagram bonfire. Have you warmed yourself near a bonfire or in the morning sun in winter? The sun is millions of kilometers away from us. There is no air between the sun and the earth's atmosphere is only a thin layer of air close to the earth. Then how does the heat of the sun reach us? This heat is transferred in the absence of any medium. The transfer of heat that take place in this way without a medium, so that we call the transfer of heat without a medium is called radiation. When heat rays fall on an object, a part of the heat is absorbed by the object and a part of it is reflected. The ability of substance to absorb heat radiation depends on its color and also its intrinsic property. Let's try this. Apparatus: 2 aluminum tins of the same size, 2 small glasses, water, thermometers, black paint, etc. Now procedure. Paint the outer surface of one tin with black paint and let it dry. Then in both tins, place one glass each filled with water at the same temperature. Cover the tins with lids. Keep them in the sun for 2 hours. Now measure the temperature of the water in the glasses in the two tins. What is the reasons for the difference in the temperature? The water in the black painted tin will show higher temperature than the water in the tin which is not painted. This is because the absorption of heat radiation depends on the color of the object and black color absorb most of the heat radiation. Now let's look in the concept of good and bad conductors of heat. What is meant by good conductors of heat? Substances which conduct heat easily are called good conductors of heat. Example: copper, iron. Bad conductors: those which do not conduct heat easily are called bad conductors of heat. Examples: wood, plastic. Find out the objects from given paragraph and fill the chart given below. Generally, it has been observed that solids expand due to heat and come back to the original state if heat is removed. So, in this experiment, we can see that before heating, this metallic ball is easily going through this ring, whereas after heating that ball is not passing through that ring. Means this experiment tells that metals expand on heating and contract on cooling. Now we are going to learn about experiment expansion and contraction of liquids due to heat. See this diagram. Apparatus 500 milli conical flask to hold rubber stopper, glass tube, measuring ruler, thermometer, stand, wire gauze, burner, graph paper, etc. Now, procedure. Fill the conical flask completely with water. Insert the glass tube and the thermometer in the two holes of the stopper and fit it to the conical flask. Heat the water and with the help of the ruler record the water level. In the glass tube, after every 2 degrees Celsius rise in the temperature, take about 10 readings. Observe what happens when heating is stopped. Draw a graph to show the change in water level as the temperature rises. When a liquid is heated, the distance between its particle increase and its volume too increase. This is called the expansion of liquid. When its temperature falls, the liquid contracts. Now we are going to learn about experiment expansion and contraction of gases due to heat. Apparatus, glass bottle, balloon, hot water, etc. Now procedure. Fix a balloon on the mouth of glass bottle. Hold this bottle in hot water. What happens? The volume of gas increase on heating. This is called expansion of the gas. On the other hand, on removing heat, the volume of the gas decreases. This is called contraction of the gas. Now let's consider the concept of thermos flask. What is the use of thermos flask? Thermos flask used for keeping tea, coffee or milk. Who made the first thermos flask? Sir James Dewar was a Scottish scientist made the first thermos flask. In the thermos flask, hot or sherbet cold for a long time. Draw a well-labeled diagram of thermos flask. Now, construction of thermos flask. Thermos flask is a double walled. It has two glass tubes, one inside the other. There is a sealed gap between these two tubes. The silver containing is applied on the surface of both the tubes, due to which they appear shiny. A vacuum is created between the two tubes by removing all the air. The protective jar of metal or plastic is there outside these tubes. Piece of sponge or rubber are fixed between the outer jar and the flask. They are protective in the function and also act as bad conductors of heat. And last, function of thermos flask. When a hot substance is placed in a thermos flask, the heat going out gets reflected due to the shining surface of the inner tube. Hence, heat is not radiated. Neither conduction nor convection of the heat occurs because of the vacuum. As a result, heat is not transferred to the outer cooler region and is retained inside for a long time. Still, a little heat is lost from around the lid and by a small amount of conduction through the glass. Therefore, the hot substance does not remain hot after 2 or 3 hours. Read the lesson carefully and recite the words. Thank you.